so I decided to do a stage piece, which actually turned into my first short film called The Call. And I can tell you that standing on the side of a stage, listening to my actors, say the lines that we rehearsed for so many weeks, and the audience responding to it the way we wanted them to respond to it. They laughed when we wanted them to laugh. They, when we wanted them to have that kind of reaction. Standing on that side of the stage was the most rewarding feeling that I've ever had in my entire life. There was no acting, no modeling, nothing else that I had ever done that I felt that worked everything about me. Not just my people skills, but my organization and just putting things together. And it also just pulled me and stretched me in different places that I never imagined. So at that moment, I knew that this is what I want to do. This is what I feel like I'm called to do. And after doing that stage production of The Call, everyone said it was such a good piece. It was such a good piece that my nieces need to see this. My kids need to see this. More children need to see this piece. And so I was like, okay. So they was like, you need to do a film about this. And doing a film about that particular content, which was HIV and AIDS, to me was like, that's not a fun thing to do. But because of the reaction that I got, I said, you know what? It may be something that is a need for me to do. So I went to work right away, and I pretty much called in every favor I could called everybody I know who works cameras and lights and sound, and everybody that I knew to just pitch in on this project. And I really honestly looked at it as, oh, this is really my real big test to see if I really want to be a director. Let me just do this short film and see what happens. And I'm thinking it'll be a little student film. It's not going to be a big deal. No problem. And it turned into a big production. I mean, I had on my very first set, people who were industry professionals, from my DP to my hair and makeup to the wardrobe. Everybody just really believed in the piece of work that I was doing, as well as me. And so when I got on set, and it was about 50 people working, I was looking around telling my friends who had came to visit me, can you believe I'm the director? Can you believe it? And then I would get, real serious. And then I'm like, okay, we're going to do these different things. But I was so scared. I was so intimidated. But everybody just worked really hard and made me feel very comfortable and allowed me to be able to do some creative work. The piece that you will see is called The Call. And The Call is about a girl who actually slept with an NFL player unprotected. And they broke up. They never really had a relationship after that. And she met someone else who she got into a committed relationship with and also slept with that person unprotected. But the NFL player dies of AIDS. And when that happens, she, of course, goes to get tested to see if she's HIV positive. And the piece, like I said, is called The Call. So it centers around her waiting for this phone call to see if she's actually HIV positive, when her current boyfriend actually comes over to her house to find out what's going on with her, because she has not called him back. She's just pretty much avoiding him until she finds out. And like I said, the piece just centers around their conversation and she having to tell him that she's waiting for this phone call. And at the end, the phone call actually comes in, but you have to watch the movie to find out what happens. Can we cut for a second?